Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us to the Indiana Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. That was quite a mouthful, but we're happy you're here for this virtual event with us today. I am going to kick it off with just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You may use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. You don't need to wait until a certain institution is presenting if you have questions for them. All of our presenters will keep an eye on that Q&A function throughout today's entire event. Your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you today. This is one of many different sessions. It is our final one of today's event, but all of the sessions, including this one, are being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Indiana. I'll put that link in the chat for you. We are going to get it kicked off today with hearing from Drexel University. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Emily Santana. I'm one of the Assistant Directors of Undergraduate Admissions here at Drexel University. Just a little bit about Drexel. We are a comprehensive research university and an experiential learning leader, and we're located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Drexel University was founded in 1891 by a man named Anthony J. Drexel, who's a local banker and philanthropist in the Philadelphia area. He wanted to create a university where students, no matter their socioeconomic background, gender, or race, had the ability to come to campus and get that hands-on experience that Drexel is known for. So he created what was once Drexel Institute, now Drexel University. Here at Drexel, we have around 14,500 undergraduate students. And while that might sound like a large undergraduate population, we are in that medium range in terms of our school size. At any given time, half of our student population is away on co-op. So because of that, we're able to keep our student to faculty ratio 11:1 and our median average class size 19 students. Here at Drexel, you have the ability to choose over 80 different majors and over 100 different minors. So the possibilities for your education at Drexel are endless. Our students are coming from about 44 different states and 122 different countries. So not only are you going to be exposed to a diverse group of faculty members here at Drexel, you're also going to be exposed to a diverse student body, and you're going to be learning from your peers as well as your faculty members. Here at Drexel, all of our majors are housed within one of these 13 different colleges or schools. At Drexel, you apply directly into your major of choice, regardless of that major that you're interested in. So if you're interested in studying communications, you apply directly into our communications major. If you're interested in business, but you're not sure exactly what field within business you want to study, you can apply undeclared to our business major. You can actually apply undeclared to the majority of our colleges and schools here at the university. We do also have specialty programs such as a BSMD program if you know you want to go on to medical school. We also have our honors program. We even have a fashion design program here at Drexel. So you really get a well-rounded education here at Drexel. We also have combined and accelerated degree programs that you can apply to as an incoming first-year student. Here at Drexel, what we're really known for is our cooperative education program. Our co-op program, it is the largest of its kind. We partner with about 1,500 companies in 49 countries and 40 countries and 39 states. So the possibilities for you to get a hands-on experience with co-op is endless. We have around 80% of our positions in terms of co-op are paid, and students will get anywhere between 6 months to 18 months of full-time work experience before they even graduate from the university in their field that they can list as work experience on their resume. So if you know you want to work at a large Fortune 500 company, why not co-op there so that you can get an experience in that field before you even graduate? If you know that you're interested in working in a nonprofit, see what it's like to work in a nonprofit before you even graduate. That way, you're pretty much test driving your career before you graduate from Drexel, and you can make changes before you graduate to the university if you find that that major that you're currently studying is not for you. Here at Drexel, we are on a curriculum. Oh, sorry, I apologize. Here at Drexel, we are on a quarter system. So our students follow the seasons in terms of our academic quarters. We follow 4 academic quarters that are 10 weeks long. We have 2 curriculums. We have a 4-year curriculum and a 5-year curriculum that accommodates our students' co-ops. If you're on a 4-year curriculum, you will complete your co-op in your 3rd year here at the university for 6 months. So you would graduate in 4 years with 6 months worth of work experience. In our 5-year curriculum, you would graduate with 18 months of full-time work experience, and you would start your co-op in your 2nd year at the university. Whether you do a 4-year or a 5-year curriculum, you're going to spend the exact same amount of time in the classroom, which is 12 academic quarters. At Drexel, we are located in University City, which is home to not only Drexel, but 2 other universities for a total of 40,000 undergraduate students. It is a subsection within the Philadelphia area. So it's a very college-friendly town. We are a Division I school in terms of athletics, and we have over 350 other student organizations for you to get involved in. And we're also a very civically engaged university here at Drexel. If you're interested in applying to the university, here are some informations in terms of a complete application process. We admit students from either the Common App or the Coalition app. And I like to note that we are test optional for the fall of 2022 and the fall of 2023. Those are mouthfuls. And if you're applying to any of our specialty programs, such as our BSMD program, our honors program, or our West Falls College of Media Arts and Design, we do have supplemental materials that are required of you. Here are our application deadlines. We have 2 application deadlines, an early action and early decision deadline of November 1st. At Drexel, we have a 2-step financial aid process. So if you're interested in need-based institutional aid, please submit the CSS profile by November 15th if you're applying for our November 1st deadline. We have a regular decision deadline of January 15th, and then the CSS profile is due to us by February 15th. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat box, the Q&A, I apologize, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. Here is my contact information. Like I said, my name is Emily Santana. I'm one of the assistant directors of undergraduate admissions, and it was a pleasure speaking with all of you tonight. I'll also drop my contact information in the chat box for you all.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Drexel University. That was a great way to get us kicked off for today's event. We are going to transition now to hear from Johnson and Wales whenever you are ready.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join us. My name is Victoria Jeffries, and I am the Regional Admissions Representative for Johnson and Wales University. And which basically that means I live here in Indiana, I recruit in Indiana, I do a little bit in Ohio and in Northern Kentucky, but I would love to take the time to share with you information about Johnson & Wales. We are a private 4-year institution, and we were founded in 1914 by Miss Johnson and Miss Wales, hence the name of the university, based on the idea that they wanted an institution that produced students that knew how to do what they learned for 4 years. They decided to have several different locations. Currently, we have a campus in Providence, Rhode Island, which is our flagship. And then we have a second campus that is in Charlotte, North Carolina. And between those 2 campuses, we have a little over 8,000 undergraduate on-campus students. We do also offer graduate programs, but they're not included in those numbers. As you can see, each of our locations are slightly different, with Providence being our largest and oldest campus. You can see the demographics here. We do pride ourselves in having a diverse student body at both locations. About 6,500 students in Providence, about 1,500 students in Charlotte. The biggest things about where our campuses are located feeds into the fact that we are integrated in the communities where our campuses are housed. The city of Providence is in the smallest state in our country, but it definitely is not small on opportunity and exposure. With the city of Providence being home to several other universities, there are 30,000 college students that live in the Providence area during academic year. And you can see in this bottom shot here that the green at the bottom is our quad that is nestled quite nicely into the greater area of the downtown area of Providence. Same goes with the city of Charlotte. We are in what's known as uptown of that particular region. Both of our campuses are residential for the first 2 years. We do want our students to live on campus with us and become part of our community and have that experience of being in our dorms. Because many of our students will stay with us all 4 years, our dorms do range from traditional 2 people in a room to a hall room bath, all the way up to 4-bedroom apartments with full kitchens. I think that with every university, we all want to make sure that our students have plenty to do. So there are 150 clubs and organizations between our two locations. They range from national student organizations that you may have participated in high school that you want to continue. Even some of them are starting things that would be new, as like our honey club, where it started with honeybee conservation and now they produce their own honey. Student government, as well as intramural sports and fraternities and sororities. We are a Division III school, which means we do not give away athletic scholarships, but these are the ones that are listed by the campuses where they are housed. With our majors, we started as a business school. We have grown over the last 100 years in the same principle that we are a hands-on institution that believes in experiential learning across the board. So if it's accounting, if it's baking and pastry, if it's something in equine science or entrepreneurship, or even diving into our health science and our engineering majors, we want to make sure that our students have the most hands-on and industry relevant experience possible. As we take our students into their major, we want them to start taking their classes from the beginning. So that means that it gives them 4 full years to build the expertise and gain as much knowledge in that particular discipline as possible, because we fully believe in having them learn by doing it. The more they do it, the more they learn, the better they can get, and it prepares them for the workplace, because our faculty are on campus because they want to bring more young professionals into the industries where they have or currently work. And they believe in having this experience in learning labs across the board. So either that's our investment lab for our business students, our criminal justice lab for our criminal justice students, or even we have a SEAM lab for our sports entertainment and event management students, and even into our culinary, which makes sense. Culinary lab, of course, would be a kitchen. But we pride ourselves in the ability of all of these steps of experiential learning, hands-on curriculum, having industry relevant faculty members to lead toward the required internships that we have for our students. We're proud to say we have 1,500 different relevant locations where we have sent students on internships. So in any given year, a quarter of our campus is participating in some sort of internships. And the history record of over 70% of those that have paid internships do actually receive job offers from those particular communities. We do offer study abroad opportunities to over 80 different programs. We are a school that has done what everyone else has. We do want you to take the time to explore our campus from home. We are offering on-campus experiences for our students, as well as very unique virtual ones, depending on the majors. But the biggest thing I want you to know is that we're a school that awards aid to over 90% of our students. It starts with merit-based aid for all. We review all students for merit-based scholarships and add on to that depending on if they're private scholarships or if they are need-based. We're test optional. We do have a November the 1st deadline for our early action students, and we will work in batches until March the 1st. And after that, we'll be doing rolling admissions for all of our students. So with all of that said, I am very glad to have spent this time with you. I'll put my information in the chat box, but thank you very much.
Yes, and thank you, Johnson and Wales. Wonderful presentation. We are going to hear now from the Virginia Military Institute whenever you are ready.
Good evening. I'm Neil Whitmore from the VMI Admissions Office. It's good to be with everyone this evening. Glad you've taken the time to come out and learn about all the colleges in various areas of the country and what they have to offer. VMI is the oldest state-supported military college. We were founded in 1839, and we have 1,700 cadets. We're located in Lexington, Virginia. We are one of the 6 senior military colleges. So we have a detachment of all 4 service branches on our campus. And so cadets are participating in the ROTC program of the detachment or service of their choice. Now, commissioning is optional, and you generally make that decision. Some people will make it before they arrive. Others will make it once they get into the program, learn about it, and decide truly what they want to do. We do also have a program to be able to commission in the Coast Guard. Athletics is a big part of VMI, and we are a Division I program, but all cadets will participate in either a Division I sport, a club sport, or an intramural throughout their years as a cadet. At VMI, you are coming to, of course, get an education, but we're going to challenge you in a lot of ways, both the academic side, the physical side, and the leadership side. You'll hear the term leadership a lot. And throughout, from the very beginning, you're working on those concepts and skills, and then ultimately you will take on leadership positions. And we want everyone to take on those type of positions. We are looking at individuals, young men and women that want to come and live a life of service, self-discipline, devotion to duty, and serve both their country and their community throughout. Academics, we value the classroom experience. So we work to keep the classroom size small. Our student to faculty ratio is about 10 to 1. So we do cap many classes off. And as you get into your upper level, you may only have classes with 15 or 10 other students. You'll see that we have 14 academic majors. We are strictly undergraduate. We do have some research opportunities while you are in the your undergraduate field, but it is all undergraduate based. And then you'll see that within each of those majors, we have some various concentrations and minors. And it's very common for cadets to pick up a minor or even double major. Back on the ROTC program, there again, we do have a detachment of each of the services. So many cadets will come to VMI with a scholarship from a service branch, and then others will pick up a scholarship once they arrive. So throughout their 4 years, they are working on the requirements to commission. So they will do classroom training, they will do field training, and then in the summer months, they will go to a military installation appropriate to that service and do additional training as well. You do select your ROTC when you arrive, but if you're not on scholarship, there is some opportunity to make a change. Many cadets will choose an ROTC branch based on maybe the major or field that they want to go into. Others would just say, I want to serve, and so they enter the service that they're most interested in and then proceed from there. About 60% of our graduating class will commission and then head straight into active duty. There are also programs where you can attend, say, medical school or law school and then serve your active duty time. So there's some different options there that some cadets will choose. From the athletic side, there again, we are a Division I program. We have a wide range of intramural and club sports as well. So there again, all cadets are involved in some type of an athletic event. We do have recruited athletes, but there are also opportunities for walk-on, and many cadets will get involved in a sport, say that they haven't participated in before, and find that they really perform and excel at it. From the admissions side, for this year, we are test optional. I expect we will be for the coming year. You'll see more information about that on our website. Applying to VMI is much like applying to a standard college, as far as we open up our application on August the 1st, and we'll continue it until February 1. You'll see that we do have an early decision period and a regular decision period. One of the big parts of our admissions process is to come and do one of our overnight programs where you'll stay in barracks and we pair you up with a cadet host. During COVID, of course, we have not been able to do that, but we're very anxious to get back to that because we want you to come and experience the VMI lifestyle and get a chance to talk with other cadets and see maybe what brought them to VMI and how it may mesh up with what you want. You'll see some of our stats up there. One of the big things we're going to look at is your course content throughout high school and both the extracurriculars and other things you have done as well. Financial aid, we do have a lot of good financial aid opportunities. both from our standpoint at VMI and then also with ROTC opportunities as well. There again, leadership opportunities, and leadership is a big one. We want to develop everyone and challenge them to the fullest. Here is our contact information. We look forward to you reaching out. We look forward to getting our campus open back up and people to come visit. And I look forward to seeing any questions you may have in the chat room. Thanks and have a good evening.
Thank you, Virginia Military Institute. Fantastic presentation, a beautiful photo to cap it off there. We are going to hear next from the University of Utah. I want to remind everyone that the Q&A function is available, so make sure you get those questions in. Otherwise, whenever you are ready, University of Utah, take it away.
It appears I lost my virtual background. Just give me 1 second, please.
Of course.
So I apologize about that. Normally I have a nice picture of campus behind me, but I'm not sure where that went. I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen. Okay, so welcome to the University of Utah. My name is Paul Plant, and I'm an admissions counselor who works with all the students from the Midwest. So that's why I'm here tonight for our presentation. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. As we're getting started, just a little bit of general information about the University of Utah. We are located in Salt Lake City, Utah, which is the capital of Utah. Our undergraduate student population is right around 24,000 students, which might seem relatively large, but we do manage to maintain a 17-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and our average class size is still 23 students. So we do have some of the larger introductory courses, but as you move along in your major, you will get smaller and smaller class sizes and get to know your professors and classmates a lot better. We are a Tier 1 research university and a member of the Association of American Universities, and we offer over 150 different academic programs, which I will touch on a few of those in just a little bit. But before that, I want to talk a little bit more about our location. So when I talk about our location, I usually like to say that it's kind of like Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus, the best of both worlds, if you will. I hope that joke still works for some of you students. So on one half, we have the beautiful downtown Salt Lake City, just about 10 minutes away from our campus. Students have free use of all public transportation to be able to access Salt Lake City and everything that it has to offer. A major airport, all different types of shops, restaurants, basically everything you could want out of a major city. And then on the other side of campus, we have the beautiful Wasatch Mountains, which is personally my favorite part about living in the state of Utah. And that reason is that these mountains can be utilized for downhill skiing or snowboarding in the winter, and then a variety of other things in the summer, like rock climbing, hiking, mountain biking, and camping. So we have some world-class skiing just right in our backyard. If you're interested in outdoor adventure sports, the University of Utah could be a great place for you. And one more pitch about our location. This is a picture of Arches National Park, which is just a few hours away. We do have 5 national parks in the state of Utah, and that's definitely something that our students take advantage of and kind of get away and go check out the beautiful state during their weekends. Now moving into academics, we have 18 colleges and over 150 different academic programs. Obviously, I don't have time to touch on all of those, but there are a few that I would like to share with you. And the first is the David Eccles School of Business. At the David Eccles School of Business, we have 9 different undergraduate majors, which you can see listed on the right side of my screen here. And students also have the opportunity to participate in the University Venture Fund, which is an over $700,000 portfolio with real money invested on the stock exchange that our students manage. And this is the world's largest independently managed fund that's run entirely by students. So if you're interested in possibly getting into investing or finance, that could be a great opportunity for you to get started right in the beginning of your undergraduate career. We also have the College of Engineering that has a variety of different majors. Those you can see listed on the left side of the screen here. And one other thing is that cutting edge research is the name of the game in our engineering department. We have 26 different research centers, a freshman engineering scholars program, and a variety of different research opportunities. One great discovery that has happened, a great research innovation that's happened on our campus, is the Luke arm. This is named after Luke Skywalker and is a prosthetic arm that can both move and feel. So that's what you can see pictured here. We also have some great notable alumni, one of the co-founders of Adobe and someone who is the president of the Walt Disney Animation Studio. So definitely some great opportunities in our College of Engineering. At the University of Utah, we want to make the U your home away from home. And one great way that you can do that is by choosing to live on campus. So we actually do not have a housing requirement at the U, but over half of our incoming freshmen choose to live on campus. It's definitely something that I recommend because studies have shown that students who live on campus do better on quizzes and exams and are more likely to come back for their sophomore year. We have some beautiful housing options at the U. Pictured in the top middle is Callert Village, which just opened this past fall. So it is brand new, has been open for less than a year. And then actually our oldest residence halls on campus were built in 2002 when Salt Lake City was the host of the Winter Olympics. And that was actually the home of the Winter Village and Winter Olympic athletes stayed in these residence halls. So our oldest options are where former Olympic athletes used to reside. And our newest options were literally built less than a year ago with some things falling in between. Definitely some great housing options at the U. Now getting into a little bit of the nitty gritty about the application and things like that. We are on the Common App, so super straightforward there. Some really important dates and deadlines. December 1st will be our early action 1 application date. So you need to apply by December 1st to be considered for all merit scholarships. If you do so, you'll receive your admissions decision on January 15th, and in mid-February, your merit scholarships notifications will come. We are completely test optional for fall of 2022, so any juniors right now, who will be seniors next year, if you haven't had the chance to take the ACT or SAT, maybe didn't do as well as you want to, that's not to worry about at all. You can still apply, be accepted, and considered for merit-based scholarships at the University of Utah without any sort of test score. The reason that we are able to do that is because we utilize what's called a holistic review, where we look at students as the whole picture, utilizing things like their involvement in clubs and organizations, volunteer activities, participating in sports, and other things when making both our admissions and scholarship decisions. So a few more quick things right here. On the left, you can see our in-state tuition, and on the right, our out-of-state tuition. The reason I make this, or I want to make a point about this, is because we do have a very straightforward residency process that can save you $20,000 a year in tuition by becoming a resident of the state of Utah. So the way to do that is you have to be on campus for 12 continuous months physically present in the state of Utah, prove financial independence, which just means that your parents can't claim you on your taxes, and establish ties to the state of Utah by getting your driver's license or registering to vote. And if you do so, then you can save $20,000 on tuition for the rest of your time as a student at the U. So with that, thank you so much for finding out some information about the University of Utah. I have listed my contact information here. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call, email, or you can schedule an online Zoom appointment with me where we can chat one-on-one as well. I should also mention that we have began giving campus tours again. So please come out and see beautiful Salt Lake City, maybe check out the Wasatch Mountains as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, University of Utah. We appreciate that presentation. We are going to hear now from Virginia Tech, whenever you're ready.
All right, well, good evening, everybody. My name is Rich Davis. I am one of the assistant directors of admissions here at Virginia Tech, and I'm excited to talk to you today a little bit about the university. So we're located in Blacksburg, Virginia, which is up in those Blue Ridge Mountains. It's a beautiful part of the country. We're close to the Appalachian Trail. Lots of great outdoor activities. The town of Blacksburg is very welcoming of our Hokies. Lots of great amenities here in Blacksburg, and everything is fairly close by. You're just a couple hours away from a lot of different great cities. Ut Prosum is our motto, and that's really who we are as a university. That motto means that I may serve, and that's what we're looking for with our students. So a few examples from the slide. We've got a gentleman who's doing COVID research, because we do real research at Virginia Tech that really matters. The lady on the left was last year's homecoming queen, and she ran on a platform of service. And then at the bottom, we are one of those 6 senior military colleges, 2 of which have a regimented Corps cadets within the larger university. So we're very proud of our Corps cadets and that history. So at Virginia Tech, we say that major matters. So when you apply, you're going to apply for a particular major within a particular college. I can't go through all of them, but we have over 100 different majors. So I'll highlight a couple of them within each college. Our College of Agriculture and Life Science is a lot more than just agriculture. So we have human nutrition, fitness, and exercise, environmental economics, food science and technology, as well as international trade and development. Next up is our College of Architecture. Architecture is one of our more popular degree programs. Very challenging degree to be accepted for because it's ranked number 4 in the country. We also have industrial design, graphic design, and interior design within that college. Our College of Engineering is what we're probably best known for. So we have civil engineering, computer, electrical, mechanical, aerospace. Our computer science program is also within there. Our liberal arts and human sciences covers everything from foreign language to theater arts, fashion, merchandising and design, literature, history, national security, sociology, and human development, just to give a few. Our College of Natural Resources and the Environment. We have phenomenal environmental programs. We're ranked number 1 in the country 3 years running for that college. We have forestry, we have sustainable packaging systems, as well as sustainable biomaterials, just to name a few. Our College of Business, a couple that are a little off the beaten path. We have the number 3 undergraduate real estate program in the country. We have BIT, which is our Business Information Technology, which melds together IT and business. And then our last undergraduate college is our College of Science, where we have programs such as biological sciences and psychology that are very popular, as well as nanoscience and nanomedicine, just to cover a few. University studies is our option if you're not sure what you want to study at Virginia Tech. And then the Virginia Tech Carilion School of Medicine and the Veterinary College are located 45 minutes away and right on campus, and are phenomenal schools if you're interested in pursuing a degree in medicine. We also do a holistic review, like a lot of schools, where we get a feel for you as a person, as well as your academics. We are test optional this year and next year. Our in-state tuition fees are $14,000 with room and board, comes in at about $24,000, and our out-of-state are about $33,000, coming in at a total of about $43,000. So I'm hoping I've given you some great reasons why Virginia Tech, but I'm going to finish up with just a few more. So we have a graduation rate that's virtually double the national average. We think that's because we provide majors that students enjoy and are challenged by, and we provide them the supports they need to be successful. When you do walk across that stage to claim your degree, you're going to have a job waiting for you on the other side, or you will have already been accepted to that next higher level of education. Our average starting salary has actually gone up. It's about $62,000 per year. And then finally, 93% of our freshman class return for their sophomore year. So 93% of those freshmen have made that a challenging move from high school to college. They found a major they enjoy. They found professors that are challenging their way of thinking. They found one of 900 different clubs and organizations to make lifelong friends at, everything from social organizations to service to academics to cultural to team sports. We are, of course, a Division I NCAA competitor with a lot of our sports. So ultimately, those students have found a home at Virginia Tech, and that's what we're hoping for you. I'm going to finish a little early and give some time back for some more questions. I look forward to hearing from you in the Q&A, and I'll drop my information in the chat. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Virginia Tech. We are going to close out this first section, hearing from each of our campuses separately, with the University of Wyoming, whenever you are ready.
Thank you so much. I am very happy to be presenting this evening. I am Haley Duncan from the University of Wyoming. So a brief presentation here, hopefully get you all excited a little bit about Laramie, the University of Wyoming. I myself am a proud graduate of this institution in Wyoming. I'm also a first-generation college student, so I was the first one in my family to attend an institution of higher learning, and I rep the brand because I believe in the brand. It is a fantastic institution located in beautiful Laramie, Wyoming. As you can see in my background and in this main photo, this is a photo of our campus. This is Prexy's pasture. As you can tell, we get a little bit snowy. We do represent all 4 seasons. In the background here, you see the snowy mountain range. It's one of my favorite places to hike, and we'll look at that a little bit more here as we talk the presentation. Now we have about 12,249 students on our campus each year. Benefits to you, of course. 90% of our classes are taught by professors, so you get a real intimate one-on-one relationship with the professors in your area of study. 92% of our students will also graduate after the fact and either join a master's program or to be put in a position hired at an institution that's involved in their area of study. Now, of course, if you're looking to get into a master's program after the fact, getting to know your professor one-on-one, it's going to be very helpful early on. We are arguably the most diverse state of Wyoming, and that is because of the college. So intrinsically, we are connected, but the benefit to you is that feeling of that small town energy, being the only four-year institution in the state, it's very unique because you'll have the benefits of the town itself being intrinsically a college town. If you've ever seen a game day in Laramie, Wyoming, everybody's going to be repping their brown and gold. It is awesome. And it's really, we're involved. The entire state is kind of a strong alumni network. If you see another Wyomingite repping a steamboat across the airport or across, the mall, it does not matter where you're at, you will approach them. You'll ask them, where are you at? I've been out of the country and had individuals approach me that are from Wyoming. It is a small town through and through. We love it out here. Being in the West, we have a lot of opportunity for access to the outdoors. And personally, one of my favorite opportunities in being here, one of the reasons I stayed living in Laramie, Wyoming, you're 20 minutes from top tier climbing. If you'd like to ski, you can pop over to Snowy Range. Got two main lifts and then another bunny lift for students to utilize. But we'll see students, of course, come up from Colorado to utilize this because it's a lot cheaper than some of your main larger ski resorts that you're used to. With your day pass, using your student ID, you can get rentals and a lift ticket for $70. So it's really incredible. Beautiful trails, all accessible, national forest. So please check those out when you're out here. We're Division I with athletics, so it's fantastic. A fun fact with the Mountain West Conference, we currently have the most active alumni represented in the NFL. It's funny, Wyoming is very unassuming, you wouldn't expect it, but if anyone's a Josh Allen fan out there, woo, represented in the Buffalo Bills, of course. Now, we do have club sports as well. So if you're interested in getting involved in rugby and hockey, lacrosse, please do. 300 clubs and organizations. And if you find something, which I've hard pressed for a student to check out, if they can't find something they're interested in, you can absolutely start your own club. You just need 4 friends and a faculty member. Now we've got 200 areas of study, everything from accounting to zoology. Of course, engineering is a very popular program with the university, but business as well. We were just reaccredited with the AACSB accreditation for business colleges. So we can guarantee that our students' degrees are going to be very marketable when they leave this institution. But being on the fact that we're unassuming, I can proudly state that I had the fantastic opportunity, even as an English major, to be taught by the runner-up of the National Book Award on this campus. People move out this way just because they want the opportunity to focus on their craft. They want to hone in on their area of study without having to worry about everything else that's happening in the world. Maybe we're privileged in that opportunity to be one of the least populated states, but certainly with COVID, we're seeing a lot of individuals move out this way, and they're going to get to take advantage of the research opportunities at our college, the funding opportunities that exist. And these are some photos of individuals that I personally know that are studying on our campus. So I thought it was important to share these because they have some relevance. My buddy here, Tyler, he's doing some rangeland ecology, grassland management research in the Snowies right in the backyard. So you'll get the hands-on opportunities. This is our drilling simulator down here. You might be familiar with that if you're within engineering, but we're going to give you the opportunities to have that hands-on research even in your undergrad. So it's really important. If you're interested in study abroad, we have the largest single travel endowment at any four-year institution in the entire United States, thanks to our past alumni, Dick Cheney. He established that with his wife, and this gives you an opportunity to travel to over 400 different locations. You can do J terms over the summer. You can do, of course, December terms. You can do full transfers, a full semester with another student. I highly encourage you to check out our global engagement office when you're on this campus. Admissions is easy. We try to make it 3 easy steps. We look at merit basis strictly. So you can apply to us through the common application. You can apply through the University of Wyoming main website. We require a $40 application fee, but we'll need you to complete the high school success curriculum. We'd like to see a cumulative unweighted GPA of 3.0. And though for this year, for fall of 2021, we will be test optional. In the 2022 year, we will be requiring a test score, a 21 ACT and a 1060 SAT. Our scholarships are available. You must confirm with the university by May 1st, but these are available as well based off of merit base. So as you can see, for our non-resident students, you'll be looking at the Brown and Gold commitment. We do represent the WUI for Western Undergraduate Exchange if you're a WUI participating student. And then if you are a child of alumni, we have a benefit. You can qualify for 150% in-state resident tuition. As you can see, for students that were unable to receive a test score last year, we do have a column existing here on the right. You can apply with strictly a GPA and still qualify for those scholarships, but make sure you do apply by May 1st and confirm. Now, this is a cost estimate. It's important to remember that we ask our students to live on campus. That is in their first year. It costs about $12,000. That 32 will be reduced to by 12 when they enter into their sophomore semester, as we're not requiring them to live on campus the next year. If you're interested in checking out the University of Wyoming further, you can access our visit webpage. We do host virtual tours, but we will as well be in person next year, hosting a full capacity on campus, and we are currently hosting on-campus tours. So if you would like more information on that, please feel free to get a hold of me. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this evening, and I hope you all have an excellent rest of the night.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, University of Wyoming, and thank you to all of our fantastic panelists helping us learn a little bit more about their campuses. We're going to move into a very brief Q&A. We might only have time for one question, so I'm going to make it a good one. I'm going to share my screen while I ask all of my fellow panelists here to join me on video. And our first and maybe only question of the night is going to be, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So we're going to kick this question off at the top of the order with Drexel University.
Hi, everyone. So my advice for students who are starting the college admissions process is to breathe. We're here to help you as admissions representatives. So make sure you're utilizing us. Feel free to reach out to us, ask us questions. We know that this is a scary time and we're here to help you. I was a first generation college student myself. I always reached out to my admissions counselor with questions that I had, and that was really the deciding factor when I chose my university. So feel free to reach out to us. We're here to answer any questions you have. We are a resource, so utilize us.
Wonderful. Breathe and ask questions. Great advice for almost any situation, actually. Johnson and Wales, what's your advice?
In reaching out to the admissions staff, I do really encourage interested families and students to use all the resources that are available to get to know your potential universities, either it be online, if it's student ambassadors, if you're able to visit in person. There's some really exciting things that we all have developed and extended to be able to get to know our campus, our programs, and our students. So use them to the utmost.
Fantastic. Great advice. Virginia Military Institute, what is your advice?
Yes, do a lot of research and do as many college visits as you can. Don't just get focused on one institution. Go and visit a lot. Talk with their students. In our case, talk with our cadets. We will hook you up with a cadet host, and so you can get kind of a look at the lifestyle and the daily schedule. Do a lot of looking at the majors and the opportunities both while you're a student, but then after you graduate, and where their graduates go on to serve their careers. But yes, do a lot of research, ask a lot of questions. We are always here to help guide you through the process, whether you decide to come to VMI or not. We're here to help you.
That's great to hear. Thank you so much for that. University of Utah, what is your advice for this question?
All of this advice so far has been really great and things that I would say, but what I would like to add is to challenge yourself while you're still in high school. At the U, we see a lot of students coming in with very high GPAs, and kind of a way we are able to make some distinguishing factors between them is how rigorous their high school coursework was. AP, IB, dual enrollment. Not only does this stuff prepare you to do well and succeed when you're in college, but also it increases your chances of getting a scholarship, which I know is really beneficial for a lot of students.
Great advice. Thank you. Virginia Tech?
So lots of great advice so far. I'm just going to echo, use your counselor. Every university's got a counselor for your part of either your state or for your part of the country. Find out who they are and reach out to them, and do that for all the schools that are even slightly interesting to you, and ask them lots of questions. Set up a Zoom and pick their brains, and do it with your family. It really is the best way to get a good feeling for the school. And then look at the resources online. There's tons of them, and visit the schools if you can.
Awesome. Fantastic. And now we will have the University of Wyoming close out this question for us.
Thank you so much. I think it's important to research the community that surrounds the institution as well, to make sure that it's a good fit for you, to see the individuals that surround that area, because it's an investment in not just your education, but it's investment in who you are as an individual for the next 4 years too. So we want you to make sure that you're feeling wholly comfortable, because if you can't focus on some of the little things, then maybe you're not going to be able to get the most out of your education that you'd like. So check out these surrounding communities too.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Well, I just feel so fortunate to have been able to hear about all of your campuses and then get your advice on this important question for all of our attendees. So to all of our panelists, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to share my screen one more time, and I'm also going to take a moment to thank everyone who is here for this presentation, whether you're here live or you're catching the recording at another date. We are so grateful that you took time to learn about these valuable campus opportunities. Just a few notes before you wrap up here. Just remember that this is one of many different sessions. We are finished for the event, so no more yet this evening, but this session and all of the others have been recorded, and they will be made available within about a week at strivescan.com/Indiana. I just put that link in the chat again one more time. Please also keep in mind that when you close today's event, you're going to get a very quick 4-question survey. Any information that you can provide to us about the event will be very helpful as we move forward. And that's it for us. Thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your day.